Hello everyone, this is coadb.com, or the Coat of Arms database, and today we are briefly going to discuss 10 different coats of arms in the Lane family. But before we get started, we wanted to let you know that we offer genealogy and ancestral research services at our website. Please visit the link in our description. We are typically able to trace your family's ancestry back several hundred years, and in some cases, determine whether or not they owned an authentic coat of arms. The first Lane coat of arms to discuss is blazoned, per pale, azure and gules, 3 saltires couped argent. Crest, 2 eagles' heads issuant out of a crescent or, the dexter, gules, the sinister, azure. This was borne by several different families, including the Lanes of Wycombe and Buckhamshire, who descended from John Lane, son of Thomas Lane of Northamptonshire. It was also borne by the Lanes of Allhallow-Gussing in County Dorset, who descended from Richard Lane and his wife, a daughter of the Molinex family, who had sons Henry and John. This arms was also borne by Sir Thomas Lane, the Lord Mayor of London, in the year 1694. And it was also borne by the Lanes of Courteen Hall. Sir Richard Lane, born 1584, also known as Edward, was an English barrister at the court of the Exechequer and a member of the Privy Council. Next, per fess or and azure, a chevron gules between 3 mullets counterchanged on a canton of the 3rd, the Royal Lions of England. And this also has 2 crests. It was awarded for the signal service performed by Colonel John Lane, Esquire of Bentley in County Stratford, in his ready concurring to the preservation of King Charles II after the Battle of Worcester in 1651. This family was originally from Hyde and Bentley in Stratford, and was also found in Kings Bromley in the same county and Lily Hill in County Berkshire. Thirdly, we have azure 3 fireballs or flamant proper. This was confirmed to Richard Lane, the great-grandson of Nicholas Lane of Bridgetown in the parish of Allistown in Warwickshire. Next is sable, a chevron between 3 arrows argent. This was borne by a Lane family of Stratford in County Warwick, although I wasn't able to find this in the visitations, which is a bit odd, so take this with a grain of salt. Next is a quarterly one that I'm not going to read because it's pretty long, but it was granted to Sir Ralph Lane, born around the year 1532. He was an English explorer who helped colonize Ireland and was knighted by the Queen in 1593. He is best remembered for his attempt to establish a settlement on Roanoke Island at the request of Sir Walter Raleigh. Or on a bend between 2 fleur-de-lis gules, a lion passant of the field. This was recorded in the funeral entry of Mabel, the wife of Richard Lane of Tulsky, Roscommon, and she died in the year 1631. A similar coat of arms where the fleur-de-lis are sable and the crest is a mermaid holding a cup. This was registered in Dublin, Ireland, to Sir George Lane, who lived in the 17th century. He was the son of the aforementioned Sir Richard, who was granted lands and manor of Rathcline by King Charles II for supporting him during the English Civil War. Here we see Rathcline Castle, or the remains of it. Next is argent a lion rampant gules, armed azure, a border sable. Crest, out of a ducal coronet or a demi-griffin sable winged argent. This was granted in 1661 to Sir Richard Lane, the first baronet of Tulsky in the county of Roscommon, Ireland, and we know that his son George was elevated to the rank of Viscount Lanesborough in the year 1676. And lastly, for the purposes of this video, there are several more. Per pale, argent and gules, 3 saltires couped, that in the dexter chief azure, that in the sinister of the first, and that in base per pale of the third and first. This arms was granted to Sir William Lane of Horton, County Northampton, who was knighted in Dublin in 1597. He was a member of Parliament, and he was the third son of Sir Ralph Lane of Orlingbury. If you enjoyed this video and would like to find out who your ancestors were and whether or not they owned a coat of arms, please visit us at coadb.com. Thank you very much.